In the heart of a bustling city, where the hum of traffic and the glow of neon lights never ceased, there was an old cozy bookstore tucked away in a narrow alley. Its name, Whiskers and Tales, was painted in fading gold letters above a green door. Inside, the scent of aged paper mingled with the faint aroma of coffee, creating an inviting haven for book lovers and weary souls. The owner of Whiskers and Tales, Margaret, was a woman in her late 50s with a kind smile and silver-streaked hair. Her love for books was matched only by her affection for cats. Over the years, she had adopted a small family of felines, each with its own story. There was Oliver, a wise old tabby, who had been with her the longest. Bella, a sleek black cat with a penchant for sunbathing in the display window. And Jasper, a mischievous ginger kitten who had been found abandoned behind the store a few months ago. One rainy evening, as Margaret was closing up the shop, she noticed a young man standing just outside the door, drenched and shivering. His name was Ethan, a writer who had recently moved to the city in search of inspiration and solace after a painful breakup. With no friends or family nearby, he had been wandering the streets aimlessly, drawn to the warm glow of the bookstore. Margaret invited Ethan inside, offering him a cup of hot tea and a seat by the fireplace. As he dried off, he couldn't help but notice the cats curiously eyeing him. Jasper, the ginger kitten, was particularly bold, climbing onto Ethan's lap and purring contentedly. "He's taken a liking to you," Margaret said, with a smile. "Jasper has a good sense for people." Ethan chuckled softly, feeling a warmth he hadn't experienced in months. As the evening wore on, he and Margaret talked about books, life, and the city. He learned that the bookstore had been in her family for generations, a beacon of comfort and community. Margaret, in turn, learned about Ethan's struggles and dreams, offering words of wisdom and encouragement. Over the next few weeks, Ethan became a regular at Whiskers and Tales. He would spend hours browsing the shelves, writing in his notebook, and sharing stories with Margaret. The cats, especially Jasper, had become his constant companions, providing silent comfort and companionship. One chilly December morning, Ethan arrived at the bookstore with a manuscript in hand. His time at Whiskers and Tales, surrounded by books and the unconditional love of the cats, had reignited his passion for writing. The manuscript was a collection of short stories inspired by the bookstore and its inhabitants, dedicated to Margaret and her feline family. Margaret's eyes welled with tears as she read the dedication.
"This is beautiful, Ethan. Thank you."
As the holiday season approached, Margaret and Ethan decided to host a small gathering at the bookstore, inviting the local community to share in their joy. The night was filled with laughter, stories, and the comforting presence of the cats weaving through the crowd. Whiskers and Tales had always been a place of refuge and warmth. But now, with Ethan's stories and the bonds they had formed, it had become something even more magical. It was a testament to the healing power of friendship, the written word, and the simple yet profound love of a purring cat. And so, in the heart of the city, amid the chaos and noise, there existed a little bookstore where love, hope, and the gentle touch of a feline paw could transform lives. Tap a paw on the like button and be sure to subscribe for more positivity.